And today, the lefty lawyers got their way once again as the Court of Appeal delivered their obstructive but predictable verdict that the government's Rwanda scheme is unlawful, scuppering our best hope of protecting our southern border. Watch.
The result is that the High Court's decision that Rwanda was a safe third country is reversed, and that unless and until the deficiencies in its asylum processes are corrected, removal of asylum seekers to Rwanda will be unlawful.
However, the government has vowed to fight on in the Supreme Court, with Home Secretary Suella Braverman describing the madness of the decision as phony humanitarianism before calling out our country's legal system. Look.
Our bill is absolutely essential as an element in fixing this problem. It will allow us to detain and remove those who arrive here illegally. The problem is out of control. 45,000 people arrived here illegally last year. It's costing the British taxpayer £6 million a day in hotel accommodation. That is why the British people want us to fix this problem. The system is rigged against them, and that's why we're doing everything within our power to fix the system, change our laws and stop the boats.
So, Anne Widdecombe, your reaction to today's Court of Appeal ruling?
Well, it's somewhat surprising, given that previously our courts had found that it was lawful at all the other levels, and it was only the European Court of Human Rights which overruled us, some judge acting alone in the middle of the night, if you remember. But now it's our own court saying that we can't do it, and that is rather a different matter. So the government at this point has a choice. It can either just accept that and get on with an alternative policy, or it can seek to change the law so that it is explicit that this can actually be done. Now, that I don't need to explain to anybody is a lengthy process, has to go through both houses. But nevertheless, that is the effective choice that it now has. But what strikes me about this decision is the business of our courts is not to make law, it's to interpret existing law. That is the point, to interpret existing law. And I have difficulty in understanding how, on the basis of existing law, this plan, which has survived all the other courts, has been deemed to be unlawful. I think we're in danger here of crossing a line whereby judges are making law.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, Anne, given the Lord Chief Justice did believe it was lawful.
Indeed, as I say, every other decision has been that it is lawful. Every other decision. It was only, the European Court of Human Rights which decided otherwise. Everything else was based on lawfulness and that it was lawful. We've got, I'm almost tempted to say, a rogue decision, but I believe in respecting the law, but the law has got to be interpreted and not made by...
I think you can say it, Anne. I think you can say it. This is a rogue decision, and I believe it is a rogue decision that is political, specifically to frustrate the government's policy to stop the boats.